Grind.
That's all I do, stack it up.
Grind.
That's all I do, stack it up.
Hey, welcome to Spaceland, you heard?
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Astronaut. Welcome to Spaceland again for season 2. So season 1 didn't get that much traction because I didn't really promote it. Season 1 I was still trying to get in the groove of my business motto, trying to figure out more of who I am and stuff, because I went through a real stressful time for like the past 4 or 5 years. So I was really trying to iron some stuff out, figure some stuff out. So season 1 didn't get much traction, but it was overall a building season. I was really trying to get this business off the ground because it really is just me. I'm controlling everything. Essentially, I'm doing everything. And I ran into a huge wall around the last video, which is basically me getting 2 extra projects, and I kind of had to just like get out the way, man, because I was dealing with a lot of stress. I was still dealing with the loss of my father. He passed away back in 2019, but life has just been crazy for me. Living in Virginia, living on my own and shit, being around the wrong people, a whole bunch of negative energy, and I just had to step back and reflect. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for me to really move forward with this business, I had to get my mind right, get myself right. So, I'm finally back. I'm back with season 2. And so now, we're just going to get the ball rolling. And so, I wanted to start over talking about the overall business and how it came about, who I am and stuff like that. So Spaceland essentially is, an automotive restoration business. I want to pretty much spend my life rebuilding cars, reselling them, finding old car parts that have use and reselling them, putting them out to people that need them, kind of just getting cars and finding new homes for them, because I really love building cars, but with my past automotive shop experience, I really didn't like working on repairs. I really like working in a shop and just working on repairs all day wasn't my thing. So I just wanted to kind of find a way how to build cars, and make money off of it and actually be happy. You get what I'm saying? So, I was trying to find my niche since like 2011. I graduated, so I went to UTI, which is an automotive school. I graduated like 2011, 2012 in that like 4th quarter area. And 2013 I started working in the automotive field. I worked at Ford, Toyota first, then Ford, and then I went to Mercedes. And then when I got to Mercedes, like I was just completely done with it, because it was just, people were kind of miserable. Me being the new guy, like I wasn't getting the money that I kind of wanted. And I understand that you gotta, work to get to that point. But I'm like, yo, I'm young now. Like I don't want to wait until I'm 30 plus, 40 something to finally be making the money that I was told that I was going to make right out of school. You get what I'm saying? So I left the field. I started working retail jobs. I was kind of just in and out, and I was trying to figure out, again, like I said, how I wanted to get to where I'm at today. So, I seen that people were buying, reselling cars. I was watching like Barrett Jackson, and how people were making money off of just selling cars as a whole, instead of just doing repairs, and that's my thing. So, I'm basically building this from the ground up. It's going to be just me. You're going to see me work with a couple of people, but all in all, I'm the CEO, I'm the employee, I'm the mechanic, I'm all of that. You know what I'm saying? And, hopefully I want to grow my skill sets. I want to be able to get good with painting and welding and all those type of things, and travel the country and, really get my hands on as much as I can. Like I'm a big Ford guy, so I hope to work on a lot of dream cars, and, just cars in general. Like I hope to get my hands on a lot of rare things, import, Euro, all that stuff. So yeah, this is what Spaceland is. And we just going up from here for real. So Spaceland came from, basically like my past, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking like past childhood, but like, I want to say up in my teenage years up until now, you know, I always felt like I was just indifferent from people, you know, like I felt like people always kind of thought small of me. People always tried to, you know, making, you know, I don't know. I felt like people always criticized me or judged me, and I really didn't understand it. Like I felt like I was just trying to have fun with life, and I don't know. Maybe I just took things in the wrong way, or took a lot of extra things personal. But long story short, I just felt indifferent to the world. I felt like I had my group of friends, and you know, I was in this corner, and the rest of the world was in this corner. So you know, the terminology basically was like, you know, being on a different planet, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, being an astronaut on Mars, you're essentially by yourself, as per, you know, to say I've never been on Mars, but the assumption of what we're taught is that you go to Mars and ain't nobody there, you're just by yourself on this whole ass planet with the potential of other life forms maybe, right? So, you know, that was the whole idea of Spaceland. You know, I was in a different world by myself, you know, and I was just experiencing life on my own by myself. So that's how that came about. And you know, when I start traveling the country, it's going to be really more of that, because a lot of the times I'm going to be by myself, you know. I got an RV build that I'm be building, so I'm going to be using that essentially to travel the US, and I'm probably more than likely going to be doing it alone. So I feel like the model of where my life is today will, you know, it just fits perfectly with everything just kind of falls into place. And yeah, so essentially this is what it is. You know, I'm 30 years old right now, and you know, I feel like for how far I've came and everything that I've been through, you know, the bad relationships, the bad friendships, you know, the ups and the downs, you know, really taking the time to reflect. And I'm not on social media right now either. I'm slowly getting back into the groove of it, but like I just think it was mad toxic. You know, everyone tries to chase this one particular image of looking and feeling rich, and you know, I feel like I could be rich with just cars and have $1 to my name. So you know, I just had to get on social media to get my mind right, figure out who I am. I think that it's healthy for everybody to reflect, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now I'm here, now I'm back. We're doing, you know, season 2. I'm going to try to travel and show y'all as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been through a lot, and I hope to, you know, tell a lot of my stories, you know. The whole purpose of this channel, the whole purpose of this business altogether, but what I will be putting on video is essentially, you know, the idea that nobody's perfect. And I feel like when you have more of an understanding of who you are and understand that you're not perfect and you're no better than anybody else, you get a sense of reality and you understand yourself more. Like, I feel like a lot of decisions that I made in the past were based off of a false reality, or chasing something that, you know, I necessarily didn't need or care about, you know? And you know, learning those lessons was good. So I don't even want to say that I regret anything. You know, I dated, you know, I had a couple relationships here and there that didn't work out. And, you know, instead of blaming the woman, you know, I had to take a step back and realize, you know, where did I go wrong? Like, I lived my life a lot of trying to understand where I went wrong and what I could have did, you know, but, you know, obviously you can't go back in time. But yeah, you know, that's essentially what my life has been about for the past, I want to say, since I graduated automotive school, because that was really when my life turned around, when I left the automotive field. Like, that was the point where I left the 9-to-5 mindset. When I say 9-to-5 mindset, I mean, you know, the whole idea where you're born, you have a childhood, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a career, you retire, and then you just die. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really no dream chasing. It wasn't really no $1 million schemes and ideas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me, it was when I left the automotive field, because that to me was the reality, saying that, you know, I just didn't want to have a job for like, you know, 30 plus years and then to retire and really kind of like in my eyes, for my life, you know, not have too much of a purpose. And I'm not saying that people who have jobs don't have purposes. Like, you know, everyone's lives is different. I'm just reflecting on my own life. And like, I just didn't want to turn wrenches. You know, I didn't want to retire doing that. And I felt like, you know, the experience that I had as a career person was just very like, it was just bad. You know what I'm saying? So it was that point that I guess the term freelancing and, you know, kind of like not really being too secure. Like I said, I was in and out of 9 to 5s. Like I had small retail jobs. Like I didn't really have nothing prominent, you know, with a 401k and health insurance up until 2018 when I moved to Virginia, you know. And you know that I'll definitely be sure to talk about that. But you know, to keep a long story short, you know, that was the next time that I had a real job. It was a distribution center job, you know, unloading trucks and loading trucks, warehouse job, you know what I'm saying? And that was crazy, like long ass hours, no sunlight, wake up early, you clock out, your day's over. And you know, that was around the time when my dad died. My dad died a year into me having that job. And you know, I just didn't have the right support system. I didn't really have the right friends around me, you know. And not to discredit anybody, like everyone has their own lives. And I just, you know, I guess I was looking for too much support, or I was looking for support from people who had different mindsets and different ideologies of what friends were and this and that. But you know, I don't blame nobody. I actually, to be honest, if anyone's done me dirty, I really forgive them, you know, because like I said, when it takes time to reflect, you realize that everyone's just built different. You know, everyone thinks differently. Everyone lives different lives. So I feel like, you know, for me to have the most control of my own life and the most control over my own decisions and, you know, my future and my reality, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, you know, essentially, I'm here now, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just, you know, gonna do small things with you guys, like work on my talking skills, because like I said, I've been alone a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like I only got a couple good friends right now, you know what I'm saying? And you'll see them, you know, you'll see them along my journey, but I've never been the type to be in multiple crowds of people. Like if I know your name, but I don't hang out with you, it's to me the same as not knowing you. So I'm not going to be in everyone's faces. I'm not going to be places just because I know of somebody. Like I'm really to myself, you know what I'm saying? Because even when I was in Virginia, like protecting your energy is important. Like, you know, like I have a good friend down there, and, you know, me and him, I don't even really deal with him, you know what I'm saying? Just because of the people he surrounds himself with. But, you know, essentially, you know, that was just back to the reflection where it was like, you know, I just can't be in everyone's faces, you know, and it's no fault of nobody's. I know my direction, you know, I know my life, and I just kind of got to go about it that way. So, you know, I solidified my business, you know what I'm saying? It's an LLC. And so essentially the past couple of months, I've been like building directly into the brand, into the name. I bought a couple builds that I'm be able to show you guys. And, you know, we just going up from here. Like I said, I hope to really get my hands on a lot of good cars. You know, I hope to, you know, have a collection like Jay Leno, you know what I'm saying? Have like 50 cars, you know, all Fords, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, some Hondas, you know, shouts to my EF Civic that got impounded last year. So I don't even have that. So if you go back to season 1, you actually see I had a 4-door EF sedan, which I love very much. You know, but that was like my entry into the Honda game. So, you know, but I only really like the EFs. No hate to no other Hondas. Like, I'm picky, you know what I'm saying? I've been a Ford guy basically as long as I've liked cars. So, you know, it was a good experience. So that joint's gone. But, you know, I got my builds, and we just gonna go up. I'm gonna show you all the progress, man. So, yeah, just stay tuned. You get what I'm saying? And we up from here. Again, thank you for coming to Spaceland. If you're on my website, thank you for visiting the site. You know, I got my builds up. The cars that I have now, when the builds are completed, I'm gonna put them on the website so everyone can see them, see what I put into them and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm just excited, man. The weather's good. You see it's hot. I'm at the park. I'm chilling. I'm in one of my builds now, the wagon, which I believe was episode 34. I kind of gave a quick little walk around. I did a little bit of stuff, nothing performance wise, nothing aesthetic wise. Like I got a cargo box, got this what's the 5-panel mirror. I got the little JDM shit. So it's all a progress. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna catch you up in the next episode.
Cause the bread important. I go hard cause the bread important. I go hard.